My first experience with dance, defined, I think, generally meaning dance as a subset of movement, was when I was rhythmically bounced in the arms of my um, sort of ersatz mother, whose name was Belle Chapman, black woman. By the time I came along, I was number three in the sibling situation. My mother had had it with staying confined to a house and being a mom. And she was always a very, very activist woman. So she went off to start her own job so she could start leading an independent life. And what happened was that Belle was working for us. Belle had come up with the Great Migration. And she was actually a part of the family. And so my mother said, here, to her. So Belle, being who she was a singer. And a very rhythmically brilliant singer. And so when she was engaged in helping around the house, household chores, oftentimes I was in her arms. So my first experience of dance is being bounced in her arms. And probably the second experience was being placed on my father's feet in the living room of our home in Mount Vernon. And what he did was he kind of grabbed me and with very strong hands and with music on. And my guess is that I can't say for sure whether it was swing music, but with music on, he bounced me from foot to foot. So I experienced rhythm through him as a phenomenon of pulsed weight transferences that were steered by hands. And that probably explains what I do. So I would say that probably, again, we're redefining what dance is because I tend to treat it much more broadly. It's rhythmic motion. Anyway, so when I started playing the drums in fourth grade, that was corralling my energy into rhythmic pulses, needless to say, throughout my whole body. So I would say that that's when that started. Intentionality. And then along the way, I went to parties, and the thing I love to do is dance. So I'm not quite sure that that was as intentional as the drumming, but it was another kind of efflux from it. And I just, I guess I was a rhythm making human, and that probably was my dominant mode of giving myself pleasure, as well as organizing my neuromuscular equipment. And I think that's what, I guess that was my selling point to people. Because I certainly couldn't dance in any of the traditional ways that people danced, meaning in the ways academic dance defines dancing. But I could always move with kind of fabulous punchy energy, and I could always hit beats. So great.